Hey everyone, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here. I figured I was gonna try to take some anime quizzes after I finish the animes, and since I finished Dragon Ball Z and or Dragon Ball and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that we would do this week and then JoJo's next week. So this one is our biggest Dragon Ball Z fans will ace this quiz. So let's start it with a Dr. Pepper in hand and see how good I get. So, what does Captain Ginyu serve? Lord Slug, Turles, Cell, or Frieza? That's easy. Frieza. Alright, 10 points. I swear, this is supposed to be the hardcore one, and the first question was... It's like the saga that he's in. And that's the quiz. Alright, sweet. Sweet, come on. While we're waiting, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and, do all that other stuff. Because for whatever reason, the forward button on this is like, oh my god, he already got an answer right. We gotta, make sure that we can't let him do more because he's already too smart. All right, there we go. Okay, so we got that one. I had to refresh it, so it's gonna. Oh no! Oh my god! So that's what it does. So just remember, guys, I did get the first one right. You know what? Okay, there we go. Remember, I got the first one right. The quiz cheated on me. What helps Krillin recover after Frieza impales him? Senzu Bean. Oh, yeah, shoot. Dende heals him. Okay, so 1 and 1. What does Z stand for? It was originally supposed to be... Because I thought it was supposed to be Dragon Ball 2. It doesn't... Is it the Z sword? Oh, it's just the last letter of the alphabet? I know it was supposed to be originally Dragon Ball 2, and the editor misread it as Z. Okay, so only technically 1 out of 3 correct so far. And it does keep freezing on me. So maybe we get to do a restart? No. So I will say that, if I do have to restart this quiz, I will stay faithful to it. For whatever reason, these websites just suck when you're trying to take a quiz. But, yeah. A lot of... You know what? We're going to cut it here. Oh, of course, right when I give up. Goku's biggest fear is needles. There we go. 2 out of... 2 out of 4. And now this is where it doesn't want to work again. Because I got a question right. Okay. How old is Majin Buu? I think he's 10 million. I feel like 10 million's correct. Oh, it's 5 million. Okay. I thought it was 10. It sounds like it would be more of a round number. So 2 out of 5. I think there's 20 questions. How many Dragon Balls summon the Eternal Dragon? 5. Unless you're on cereal, then it's 2. Right. Halfway there. Living on a prayer. So yeah, I mean, I kind of think that Z1 was a little bit of a, a cop out, because like technically it was supposed to be Dragon Ball 2. So why would the answer be the last letter of the alphabet? And now it's mad that I freaking won, and it's freezing again. This thing cheats. That's why it's only so many people get 100%, because it moves the questions, and then it freezes when you get it right. So that way, when you get impatient, you quit the quiz. Nobody can do that. While we're waiting, I guess I'll rank, how I feel about each. So the original Dragon Ball I haven't watched until like 2 years ago. So it was kind of felt more like a prequel to me, I guess. Which was like interesting to watch. I mean, I knew Dragon Ball existed. I just, as a kid, thought it was only in manga, and I wasn't going to read it. But yeah, so when I rewatched it, it was pretty interesting knowing where everything's going and what's going on, even though it probably like wasn't planned out like that. Z is a classic. I love Z. That's what introduced me to Dragon Ball. I think it's phenomenal. The only weak saga for me was like in between the Frieza saga and the Buu saga. The Great Saiyaman saga really was weak to me. And then GT is very hit or miss. I loved it as a kid, but when I rewatched it with my Dragon Ball rewatch, it really hit different and was kind of boring, I guess is the best way to say it for me. I mean, at that point, power levels were insane and everything like that. And Super was a nice, like, fresh take. I do wish that we would get anime adaptations of where they're at in the manga right now, along with Broly and Superhero. But, yeah, and I don't know how I feel about Domania yet. But, yeah. And, I guess my top 3 favorite characters, it honestly probably goes Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta. Favorite villain is, I am literally ranting right now because this quiz is taking so long. So we might not finish this quiz because this is like just not wanting to work. But yeah, so let's try this. We'll do a different quiz that doesn't freeze because you got things right. I am going to kind of keep this unedited just because I think it's funny that, like, literally this quiz, when you get a question right, it takes longer for it to do the next thing than to, hi. But it literally takes forever to do the next thing instead of, moving on, and then it'll like shift it so you get the questions wrong. But yeah, so I just think it's gonna be funny doing it like this, and then I'm at least like talking about Dragon Ball as we're doing it, because like I'm listing. So Fact Monster was the one that I clicked on. Let's do this one. It's 15 questions, so that'll be easier. But yeah, so I think the failed attempt would be pretty funny. Yes, I agree with your privacy. Let's start quiz. Alright. When Vegeta came to Earth to collect the Dragon Balls, he came with a partner. What was the partner's name? Nappa. Good old Nappa. Alright. So we did get that one right. Of course, love Nappa. Mainly Team 4-Star Nappa. Other ones kind of interesting, or the original one's all right. I mean, Dragon Ball just made him, or TFS just made him an iconic character. This is another one that takes forever when you get things right. Okay, there we go. Android 18's name. Holy crap. I never heard, like, her regular name. I feel like Lazuli and then 17's Lapis. Because we know Dabra's from the Buu Saga. Giro is Android 20. Lazuli sounds more feminine. Oh, I was right. I don't know when they say that. Like, I read the manga, I saw the show, I didn't watch Kai, so maybe it's in Kai. Who became Guardian Earth after Kame? That was Dende, but we all know it's Popo. We all know it's Popo. On which planet was Goku born? He was born on Vegeta, because Namek is where Piccolo's from. Earth is where everything takes place. Grand Kai's planet is where Goku trains. Who is the official winner of the Cell Games tournament? Is it Gohan, or would it be considered Mr. Satan? I think it's Gohan, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, it was Gohan. I felt like that was going to be a trick question where it was like, well, technically he was the last one standing, so blah, blah, blah. What was Goku's father's name? Bardock. Which, with what I was talking about with Super, I like how the World's Strongest goes more into Bardock's backstory and everything. That's pretty cool. Name of this character, that's Shin. I was going to say Supreme Kai, because that's how I grew up with the games and everything, but it is Shin. Shin. Kai, right? Or Kai Shin. Well, when he fuses with Kibito, it's Kibito Shin, so that answers it. This is why King Kai, Gregory... This is King Kai, Gregory, and Bubbles. Which planet did they live? King Kai's planet. I mean, I guess you could, like, throw people off by saying Bubbles' planet, but, it's in the name. And obviously Bubbles isn't king, but Kai is king, so... Which, that's like saying King God. What is the name of this Buu form? This is Evil Buu. I remember thinking Evil Buu was the coolest thing as a kid, but without watching the anime. And then finally watching it, he's only in, like, one episode. Or, like, maybe 2 or 3, with how Dragon Ball is. Who killed Babidi? Vegeta and Majin Buu, Piccolo and Majin Buu, but Majin Buu, yeah, he turned him into, no, he didn't, he turned Deborah into a cookie. It's over 9,000 known words for Vegeta, whose power level was Vegeta's talking about. Goku's, and it's actually 8,000. Which, I mean, it would still be the same thing, it's both over 8,000 and 9,000. And we froze. I think it's because I accidentally clicked on this moles and skin tags. Okay, there we go. Big Bang attack technique. One of my favorite techniques. Vegeta. Yeah. It's actually one of my favorite anime techniques. Like, I just love doing that stance randomly when I'm goofing off. What item is used to restore consumers' energy and physical health to their fullest? That's a senzu bean. Actually, technically, no. Fruit of the Tree of Might makes you buffer. Sacred Water just heals you, gives you stamina. What is the name of the fusion between Mr. Goku and Mr. Satan? Gokule. Because Mr. Satan's first name is Hercule. I didn't even know they gave him a canon name. I know he was in the video game, but like in Budokai 2, Freezer, I'm freaking TFS Goku. Frieza's brother is cooler. The first Dragon Ball Z movie I've ever seen. And that is the quiz. So we'll find a JoJo one that doesn't cheat like that for next week. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that Nerd Ryan, signing off.